Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and the number one question I keep getting asked on iOS 12 Beta 1 or iOS 12 in general is, how is battery life so far? And for an early beta, it's pretty good. So if I go here, you'll see I have 20% battery. And now I took this off the charger at 6:20 a.m. this morning, and now it's 10:29 p.m. And it's doing pretty well at 20%. Now normally I would have about 30 to 50% at this time, but for an early beta it's not bad. So let's go to settings, and you'll see I'm in my battery settings already. So you can just access that under your normal settings, go to battery, they've completely redone this, and you'll see that my battery health is at 100%. And I don't do anything special to maintain that. All I do is put this on a wireless charger at night, take it off in the morning, and depending on which vehicle I'm using, I'll connect it to CarPlay and charge it, or it won't be charged at all. Today I haven't had it plugged in at all, and we've had that entire day of usage. Now, what you'll see here is over the last 24 hours, this is a breakdown, and it says I've only used screen on usage for 3 hours and 19 minutes, and I've had screen off for 29 minutes. Now, if you base it off this particular statistic, it doesn't sound that great, and it's more like how Android actually shows you your usage. But for 20% battery life, or 19% now, with screen on usage at 3 hours and 19 minutes and 29 minutes off, it's not phenomenal, but it's okay. Now, you can really drill down into this. Over the last 3 days that I've had this on here, that it's actually been measuring it, you'll see that it was a little bit higher on Tuesday and Wednesday, and today it's a little bit lower. Now, that may be because I left the screen settings on a little bit differently from videos I've been recording. So under display and brightness, I have it set up as True Tone off, auto lock never, although I lock it immediately when I'm done, and night shift off. And that's usually for the videos how I'm recording them. But in general, I have everything set as default. Auto brightness is normally turned on, background app refresh, location information for things like maps. Those are all turned on default how they're set up. I don't change much of that, and I'm usually on Wi-Fi with a full signal and usually a couple bars cellular. Now we can drill into this a little bit more and see exactly how I used it with screen time. So let me go into that. It's a little bit buggy at the top for now, but right now you'll see that screen time was 3 hours and 55 minutes here, and you can see exactly what I did. So today, if I scroll down, you'll see that I picked up my phone 331 times so far. I had 764 notifications over the last 24 hours, I guess. 14 times per hour I'm picking up the phone, and once every 4 minutes, I guess, is when I'm picking it up, mostly between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. So you'll see all these notifications, you see exactly how I use the phone, and then the battery breaks it down even more. And over the last 7 days, you'll see this is when I installed iOS 12, and it gives a little more information. We can break that down even more and see exactly what I was doing and set limits. I don't want to do that right now, but I think you get the idea of how I'm using my phone. So let me go back to the battery. Now it reloads every time you look at the battery. But again, over the last 3 days, I'd say I'm averaging about 5 hours total time of screen on time and a lot of standby. But you'll see I did FaceTime for quite some time. That was yesterday. And then I use these different apps, so in that order. Now, usage time, you can see exactly how long I FaceTimed, home screen and lock screen, YouTube Studio, and I have been using it a little bit different so I can find all the different things within the applications and all those changes. But this is typically how I'd use my phone. So that's how it's doing so far. I'd say about 4 to 5 hours of screen on time. That's how we're going to be measuring it from here on out. We're not going to be doing total usage and standby usage, which seems a little bit deceiving based off this. So pretty good overall. It compares to most Android phones, not this number, but usually about 4 or 5 hours. That's most Android phones as well, and most other Plus models of iPhones. But let me know your experience in the comments below. I'll be sure to do follow-ups. And also, if you're wanting to install this beta, it's better than any beta one I've ever used from Apple. It's pretty stable. It does have some jitters here and there. I'll do a follow-up on that a little bit later, but it's probably pretty safe to install compared to other betas if you've been on early betas. Let me know your experience in the comments below. I'll link this wallpaper. This is from macOS Mojave. I'll link that in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.